Hey, I'm Carrie. Welcome for the first time. Welcome back all around. Welcome. In today's Freelance Friday video, I'm going to be talking just a little bit about how I feel with the coronavirus and how I think that's going to affect my business and kind of the world at large. This is going to be hopefully a quick video, but definitely more rambly than normal. I just think that I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Carrieblogger, a career freelancer on Fiverr.com, where I've been selling for about 7 years now as a full-time copywriter and branding expert. So as a career freelancer, volatility is one of those things that kind of always nags at the back of my mind. How will I make sure that my business sustains? What will I do if all of a sudden business declines? I don't have a salary. I don't have a boss, I don't have vacation time, I don't have sick leave. It's just what the world throws at me. And so up until this point in my career, it's always been an upward trajectory. And I've always felt very secure, honestly, in the fact that it was volatile, because that gave me even more opportunity to continue to grow and not be restricted by typical, salary ladders and having to wait for other people to believe in me, to promote me into their mission and their concept of how the company should go. So that's all to say that now it's starting to get a little bit iffy. And today I am pre-filming just with my schedule. It's March 15th right now. But the word that everyone keeps describing this as is just unprecedented. The coronavirus situation is completely unprecedented. People don't know what's going to happen. People don't know how bad it's going to get. We don't know how long it's going to take. We don't know anything. And as someone who's working for myself and looking for the future of what will the world look like? What will my business look like? How will people react and make it through this crisis is a little bit troubling. And I am not a person who panics easily. I was not one of those people who went to the grocery stores and bought all the toilet paper. Don't be selfish, people. Just take what you need and leave for everyone else. But yeah, so I'm not panicking. Let me say that very clearly. I'm not panicking. I do think that looking just in terms of economic ramifications for this, there's a real chance that we could see a serious stall in the global economy. And as someone who is primarily helping startups and small businesses, and medium-sized businesses now more, but startups and small businesses primarily, I mostly help them get new ventures going. I help them to scale up and build and grow. And so a lot of those clients are working on those things in addition to their full-time jobs. I don't personally believe in the hustle culture. I'm not a side hustle grind kind of person, but a lot of my clients are those people. Those are people who are trying to build a business after they come home from work. They have 2 kids. They're trying to build something for their future to help support their their family in a different way. And if those people don't feel like they trust the global economy, if those people don't feel like they can spend extra on a business, that they need to, save up for that emergency fund, that they need to be hoarding materials, financial or otherwise, for their family, they aren't going to be purchasing from me. And that's kind of a scary reality. And obviously I want families to do what's best for them. I want people to take their own health and safety, obviously, as their primary focus. But just from a business standpoint, that's a little bit concerning for me that potentially I could see a drastic slowdown as people's secondary funds for starting businesses and taking part in the global economy is not available with this virus situation. And again, we don't know how bad it's going to get. It's only March 15th right now. I'm planning to post this in, I guess, 2 weeks, just because of how my posting schedule was before all of this happened. But we'll see. So I'm curious from you in the comments below, if you were planning on starting a business or you were in the early stages of setting up a secondary venture, would you still be proceeding with that, or would you not? Would you be the kind of person who says, put the brakes on that, I need to worry about this right now, and I don't have time, money, effort, anxiety to spend on a business effort that you might be hiring me for to make that happen. Yeah. Final thoughts is my mom and I were talking about it, and she was like, you are so lucky that you work in a digital marketplace, basically. That if I ended up getting the coronavirus and I have to be, or who knows, I could have it and I could not be showing symptoms yet, I don't know. But if I had to be quarantined, I could still potentially work from home. And that she's like, wow, that's so lucky for you. She's a school teacher and retired, but has a extended subcontract right now to help a school district out. But so all the schools are closed. My husband is home for at least 2.5 weeks. She is home. She can't work. Other people who might, especially worst case scenario when you're working in a job that doesn't have paid vacation time, you don't have paid sick leave. What do you do if you can't go to work and if your company is shut down? Those are scary. And so she was like, you're so lucky that you can continue to work from home. And Fiverr CEO sent out an email kind of to that effect, saying, we can help small businesses continue to work. We can, as a global economy, we can pull together to still continue to collaborate and make sure that the world is still running, even without having face-to-face limitations of that interaction. And I do think that that's really true. And I do think that probably more so after this all unfolds and everything goes down, I think that people will be more into the individualized digital interactions with each other. I think the world is going to see a strong shift that direction. But also, like I mentioned, if people don't feel stable enough to be at all investing in the first place, it doesn't matter where business is happening. I think that it's kind of scary that I think business just isn't gonna happen for a while. That's crazy. So those are kind of my takes. That's really not any opinion. It's just kind of like me talking through my personal worries. Everyone stay safe, wash your hands. Don't hoard toilet paper. Don't do it. Don't steal soap. Don't do it. Just be conscious, be careful. This is so unprecedented. It's so weird to think about what's happening in the world right now. And I just really hope that we as a world, as countries, as regions, as communities can uplift each other and take care of each other and make sure that we get out of this situation. Is it pandemic? Is it an epidemic? I think it's a pandemic now. Get out of the pandemic with the world still intact, the way that we know it and the way that we are hoping it will be. I just feel so strongly for people in underdeveloped communities and underserved regions that don't have access to necessary healthcare, necessary in these times. So it feels pretty ridiculous of me to even be worrying about my business and my work life, because my husband and I have saved money. We are financially stable. Like, we would be completely okay if I had no work for 6 weeks or 6 months or a year. We could make it, but it's scary. It's a lot to think about. It's just, right? It's just, so again, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm curious on your thoughts about how this is going to go down and how freelancing and the economy in general with digital services is going to play a part into this. I don't have an answer, and I'm just kind of thinking through those today with you. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to like it and subscribe. As you probably know, normally Freelance Fridays are about my work life and advice for other freelancers, but today is just a little bit different. So just wanted to talk. So thanks for listening. And I would say let's get back to work, but I have basically no work right now. So I'm gonna go watch TV. Bye, stay safe.